Look at John. John is the poster child for responsibility. He's never late for work. He pays his bills the second they arrive. He's never had a credit card balance in his life. He's been working the same job for 10 years, waiting for that loyalty to pay off. John did everything his parents told him to do. He followed the rules of the 20th century. But it's 2026, and John is exhausted, stagnant, and terrified. He's discovering the most painful truth of the modern era. Being a good, responsible person isn't just insufficient, it's actually becoming a liability in a system that feeds on your obedience. Welcome back to The Broken System. Today, we're exposing why playing it safe is the riskiest move you can make. Before we watch John's good behavior lead him into a dead end, hit that subscribe button. It's time to learn why the rules changed while you were busy following them. The system loves John. Why? Because John is predictable. He's a responsible taxpayer who never asks questions. But here's the nursery math of his life. John's salary increases by 3% a year as a reward for his responsibility. Meanwhile, the cost of the house he wants increases by 15%, and his healthcare premiums jump by 10%. John is being responsible with a currency that is losing value faster than he can earn it. He's saving for a future that is being inflated away. In the broken system, responsibility is often just a code word for predictable victim. John believes in meritocracy. He thinks if he works 10% harder than everyone else, he'll get 10% more. But the system doesn't reward hard work, it rewards leverage. While John is being responsible and doing his tasks, the guy who knows how to manipulate the algorithm or lobby for a tax break is making 1,000 times more with zero hard work. John is bringing a knife to a drone fight. Tell me in the comments, do you feel like you're working twice as hard as your parents did, but getting half the results? That's not a lack of responsibility, it's a shift in the game. John has been loyal to his company for a decade. He thinks that loyalty means security. Wrong. In the broken system, there's a loyalty tax. New hires are being brought in at 20% higher salaries than John because the market rate moved, but John's responsible raises didn't. By staying put and being a good employee, John is effectively paying his boss for the privilege of working there. The system doesn't reward those who stay, it rewards those who move and disrupt. John's responsibility has turned into a golden cage. John's dad told him to get a stable job in a big corporation. John did. Now, AI is knocking on the door, and that big corporation is looking to optimize its workforce. John's specialized, responsible skills are being replaced by a line of code. Because John was so busy being responsible in his one job, he never diversified his skills or his income streams. He put all his eggs in one safe basket, and now that basket is being carried by a robot. Safety in the broken system is an illusion that lasts until the next quarterly earnings report. To be responsible, John took out a massive loan for a degree he was told he needed. He spent 4 years and $60,000 to get a credential that the market now views as a commodity. He's spending the most productive years of his life paying back a debt for an education that is already obsolete. Being responsible meant following the educational path, but that path led him straight into a debt trap designed to keep him working until he's 70. John is proud of his 800 credit score. He thinks it means he's winning. But a credit score isn't a measure of wealth, it's a measure of how good a customer you are to the banks. It's a rating of how efficiently you can be milked for interest. John uses his responsible credit score to buy a responsible car on a 5-year loan. He's using his good reputation to stay in a cycle of debt. The system doesn't want you to have no debt, it wants you to have high-quality debt. John is being responsible with his spending. He's cutting back on everything. But you can't frugality your way out of a systemic collapse. If your income is $3,000 and your basic needs are $2,900, being responsible with that last $100 won't change your life. John is spending 90% of his mental energy trying to manage a tiny surplus, while the big players are focused on how to capture the trillions being printed. Frugality is a defensive play in a game that requires offense. Let's have a real talk. How many of you followed all the rules? You got the grades, you got the job, you pay the bills, and you still feel like you're one bad week away from disaster? Right, I followed the rules. In the comments if this is you. I want you to see how many people are in this same trap. It's not your fault. You were given an outdated map for a world that no longer exists. In the broken system, the safe path is the most dangerous one. By not taking risks, by not starting that business, by not investing in assets, by not challenging the status quo, John has guaranteed a mediocre outcome. He's traded his potential for certainty, but in a world of 7% inflation and AI disruption, there is no certainty. John is standing still on a sinking ship because he was told that jumping into the water is irresponsible. The system trains us from birth to be responsible. School bells, grades, performance reviews, it's all a training ground for obedience. The responsible person is easy to govern. They don't protest. They don't innovate outside the lines. John's responsibility is actually a form of psychological conditioning that makes him the perfect cog in a machine that doesn't care if he rusts. The new rules: so, if responsibility isn't enough, what is? John needs to move from responsible to resilient. Resilience means having multiple income streams. It means owning assets that the system can't dilute. It means being irresponsible enough to quit a dead-end job or ignore the safe advice of people who are still living in 1995. John needs to stop being a good soldier and start being a sovereign agent. The first step is realizing that the system's definition of responsibility is designed for its benefit, not yours. Start being responsible to yourself first. That might mean being irresponsible with your boss's time to build your own side project. It might mean ignoring your credit score to hoard hard assets. It means breaking the rules that were designed to keep you small. Being a good person doesn't pay the bills in a broken system. You need strategy, leverage, and the courage to be irresponsible by the world's standards. If you're ready to stop following the old map and start building your own, subscribe to Broken System. We're here to help John and you wake up before the clock runs out. In our next video, we're going to talk about why retirement is a carrot on a stick that they keep moving. Thanks for watching. Don't feel bad about feeling behind. You aren't failing the system is failing you. Take a look at your safe choices today and ask yourself, who are they really protecting? Check out our video on why productivity is high but you're still broke. It's the missing piece of the puzzle. See you in the next one. Stay sharp and stay irresponsible.